Yo, what's going on, guys? Today, I just want to make an, another I would say like a recap on the last video I made about the whole this picture right here because there's a few things that I didn't get to talk about and that I didn't get to say, and there's still I felt like there was just a few things that I still wanted to talk about that I didn't get to speak about in my last video. And in my last video, I was like, I was about to go to school and, I was busy and, I couldn't really, you know, explain what I had to say. I couldn't, make a video for too long. I couldn't, um, go too deep in what I'm trying to explain. I even forgot some stuff that I was gonna say. And, my last video was kind of rushed, so this video is going to be like, I guess, somewhat of a recap of the last one, and it's going to be me explaining some other things that some other theories that I've heard and some theories that I have, and just to get into it. So this video is basically me saying, talking about what role exactly do I think Samara Weaving will play? You know, because a lot of people, they're assuming all these things and, they're saying that, she's going to play this, she's going to play that. But what role do I think exactly she's going to play? Um, if you guys haven't seen my last video, um, I basically said that, and by the way, first, but like real quick, if you don't want to, if, like I said, if you think I'm being a little repetitive and you don't want to watch my videos, some of my videos that are just the same thing, I mean, that's fine. I don't really care, whatever. But I mean, I'm just gonna, do the videos I want, even if they're repetitive or not, But, just if some of you guys think some of my videos are repetitive and, you don't want to watch them, hey, I mean, that's totally up to you. But, I know sometimes, certain videos of mine can get repetitive, but, you know, sometimes, I feel like I just want to talk about certain things, and that's really all it is. But I mean, it's whatever. But anyways, what I was gonna say is that in my last video, I was talking about like how I think Samara Weaving is gonna be like a CC Cooper type role. She's gonna be, you know, like in a few scenes, and then she's just gonna probably get like some epic chase scene, some epic chase, and then she's gonna die. That's just what I think. She's gonna be like a CC Cooper, 2.0, and yeah, I think that's what her character is gonna be. And in my opinion, um, do do I exactly think that that's like do I exactly have any like thing? Do I have anything to pinpoint exactly what kind of character she's gonna play? I mean, not exactly, not really. I mean, there's not much to go off of. I mean, we don't really know anything too much about what kind of character anyone's gonna play, other than Dermot Mulroney, because he's the only one that he was like saying stuff and that I felt he shouldn't have said, and we pretty much I felt like we know way too much about his character because we knew he was a cop, and then the actor revealed some things that I felt like he shouldn't have, and I just felt like he said too much. But and but pretty much everyone else, like we really don't know anything about. And Samara Weaving, we also don't know what she's gonna be. I mean, there's like all these theories. I mean, I've heard, I watched Killjoy Jake's video today, um, about Samara Weaving, and he he basically said he thinks that Samara Weaving is gonna be like a news reporter, and like he thinks that it's possible that she's gonna be like a news reporter, and she's gonna be like competing against Gail or something, and me, I think that's possible. That is possible, but at the same time, I don't really, I don't know, because like I feel like I saw a few other people say that as well, and I feel like it's mainly because of the fact that Samar Weaving in this picture is like wearing a light green, you know, long green skirt dress, and I feel like that's why. But me personally, I just don't think that that really pinpoints anything. Like that doesn't really reveal anything. But I mean, is it possible? Yeah, but you know, I don't know. I think that she could be anything. She could be if she could be a reporter, she could be like a professor, she could be a mentor, she could be a friend, just a regular friend, maybe of Sam. Um, maybe she's someone's daughter. Like she could sister, whatever. She could be anything. There's like so many possibilities that I feel like, she could be playing for her character, but and there's really no right or wrong answer because it's just all speculation. But you know, I basically, I was reading like some comments on Killjoy Jake's video, and like I read this one comment that said that um that it would be like if she is a reporter that it would be too obvious because like they're probably gonna end up just making her a killer like Debbie Salt like Mrs. Loomis, and they're gonna make her a killer and like and it'll just be too obvious and whatnot, and they just don't want it to happen. And I kind of feel the same way, and I get where they're coming from as well. But I mean, I don't know. I don't think that they would just make her like a reporter, competing against Gail specifically. I mean, because she could just be a regular reporter, who's not even competing against anyone. She's not like, and like she's just a regular reporter, like or she could be working with Gil, you know, like there's that's possible as well. She could be working with Gil, you know, and like she could be working with Gil. She could be like friends with Gil. I mean, there's like I said, there's all types of possibilities. I don't think that it necessarily means that just because if she is a reporter, I don't think it necessarily has to mean that she's just going to be like competing against Gail, and then like I don't think they're exactly gonna go that route, but that's just me. But yeah, and me personally, I don't even really see her being a killer neither. I mean, people say it's too obvious, but that's not even my reasoning for why I think she's not gonna be the killer. It's mainly just because I just don't really see her having that type of role in this movie. Like, I feel like she's not even gonna be that. Like she's gonna play a part in the movie that is gonna be memorable. I believe that for sure. But do I think she's gonna have a major role though? Like she's gonna have a massive amount of screen time, and she's gonna be like she's gonna have like some type of big role in this movie. Like, nah, I don't think that. I just don't see that being the case. But and yeah, I don't see her being the killer either. But that's just me though. I mean, that's my opinion. I see her as like a CC Cooper type role. She's gonna have a few scenes. She's gonna play like this certain character. She's gonna have like a few scenes, and then she's gonna get killed. You know, and how exactly would I want her to get killed? Like I said, I would want an epic chase scene. An epic chase scene. If you're gonna, if they are gonna, go that route of like making her of like a CC Cooper type character, then I hope they give her like some type of epic chase scene and like a brutal kill. I mean that I feel like that would just be awesome. But that's just me though, and you know I just think I wouldn't mind it. It would be cool to see, epic chase scene, brutal kill with Samara weaving. Hey, I mean, that would just be awesome to me. But yeah, I don't see her being a killer or like having some, you know, massive major role in this movie. But that's just me. And people are saying that, her and Tony Rivoli are gonna be like, because I've also heard that they're both gonna like die in the opening scene in like the theater and whatnot. Like they're gonna be like um, the Phil and Marine, um, Marine Evans. Like they're gonna be like basically just a 2.0 version of them, and they're gonna like die in the opening scene. They're gonna be dating. They're gonna die in the opening scene. Me personally, I don't think that's gonna happen. Like I don't know. That's just me. I just like I don't think that um that she's gonna die in the opening scene, and I just don't really see them making like Tony Rivoli and Samara Weaving's character like dating and like they just die in the opening scene in the theater. Honestly, I don't even honestly to be honest, in my opinion, with the whole theater thing, people were speculating like, oh my gosh, like they're gonna do the Scream 2 thing again. Honestly, in my opinion, I don't even think that the theater is gonna like play a major role. Well, it might, but I don't think it's gonna be in the opening scene. I mean, and I know that's probably something that, you know, people are probably like, what? How could you not think it's gonna be in the opening scene? Like, they're basically repeating Scream 2. Like, don't you see the pictures? Like, don't you see all the information we're getting? Like, it's obvious that they're just they're just doing the Scream 2 route. Like, there's no way that the theater is not like in the opening scene or whatnot. But me, I don't know. I don't think it's gonna the whole theater is gonna like play any type of thing in the opening, and who knows, like, because people are also thinking that it'll take place at the end as well, because Scream 2 started in the movie theater, and then it ended like in a stage theater where Sydney was at, and like where the final fight ending took place. And people are speculating like that's all going to take place like at the end as well. But I honestly I think that's going to take place in the middle, like the whole movie theater slash stage theater thing. I think that it's possible that it's probably going to be in the middle of the film, and who knows, they might not even be a big part of the film. I mean, I know Craven Something Scary, he said that that they were filming there for like a long time already, so it has to play like a big part of this movie. But I mean, like, but like, I don't know. Like, they could probably cut some of that out of the movie, like from the actual movie, and like they might cut some of you know what they're filming right now, and like not put all of it in the movie. And maybe they're not even like like, yeah, they're filming there for multiple days, but maybe it doesn't actually play like a big part in the movie, like how we're thinking. I don't know. I'm just trying to like, stay, I guess, somewhat optimistic. And, I don't know. I just don't really see the theater and, the whole like, I don't know. I just don't see the theater playing like a big part of Scream 6 or like the stage theater. Honestly, I think that the whole theater thing is actually just like Like, because I speculated before, like in one of my other videos, that I think there's like a possibility that it's gonna be like a musical, and either that or it's like abandoned or whatnot, and you know, or it could be a museum because I talked about the possibilities of there being a museum in this movie because of like this. I forgot what the images were, but like there was this certain image from Killjoy Jake's video that I saw, and then like there's another image from my video that I talked about that looked kind of like a museum, and I think that there's gonna be probably a museum in this movie. I feel like there's gonna be like similarities to Scream 2, but I feel like they're gonna try to like twist certain things into a way where we're not even expecting. Like we're as soon as we see the movie theater in Scream 6, we're gonna be like, oh yeah, we know where this is going. And then it goes into a completely different direction. And I feel like that's probably what's gonna happen, you know? And like yeah, I think that, a museum is possible, the abandoned theater, um, stab musical, whatever. I feel like all of that is possible, but yeah, I don't know. It just depends on how they execute, I guess, the stab musical thing, though. I mean, if they do it exactly like the Scream 2 opening, then yeah, it would be a problem, but I guess somewhat of a problem, but I mean, they who knows? That might not even happen. I mean, it's just like a theory that I thought of, and I actually heard like multiple other people talk about it before, and who knows? That might not even happen. I don't even know. But all these things I'm talking about, it would, it could be a good thing, and it would be a good twist, and it would be, like the museum thing, or like abandoned theater, or like, like there's just multiple things that they can do that'll like do make us like get like a good twist out of this movie, and I just think that overall it's just possible for it to happen. Like there's just multiple things that can happen that will be different and shocking to us, and but we'll see. It just depends, but with the whole thing that Samara Weaving's gonna die in the opening, and her and Tony Rivoli are gonna die, and it's possible, but I don't see it happening. And I don't really see the theater playing that, being in the opening either. But that's just me though. That's just me. Um, and like, yeah, I think that also, like, I don't see like Samara Weaving being like a news reporter either, and like her being a Mrs. Loomis 2.0 and a killer and all that stuff. Like and competing against Gail as a news reporter. Like I just don't see any of these things happening, but it's possible, but I just don't. Especially her being a killer, I just don't see that happening. But I mean, who knows? We'll just have to see. But yeah, I'm really, I'm really, just just found on the idea of like Samara Weaving just, having a CC Cooper type role for Scream 6. Like I really do think that that's what she's gonna be and whatnot, but who knows? I could be wrong. That's just what I think. And yeah, I just think that it would make for a good twist. Not a good twist, but like if it would be just a cool thing to see. Just I mean, and that way, I guess in that type of way, it would be just a cool homage, to Scream 2, and and there's nothing wrong with that. Like if you have certain similarities like that, there's nothing wrong with that as long as her chase. I guess her chasing and her death is not exactly the same, but they change a few things, and like she's getting chased in a abandoned building, and then like she gets her head chopped off, or I don't know, but she gets like something like that. She gets some type of brutal death. She has a chase scene in the abandoned building, and then she gets like a brutal kill from Ghostface, and you know, I feel like that would be a cool way to go about it. But yeah, I think that'll just be cool to see. But yeah, and I saw Fate decide this video yesterday on this Samara weaving stuff as well, and yeah, I don't know, I just don't I and yeah, he was basically agreeing with me. I mean, he pretty much said the same thing I was saying, like with what Jake was saying, that he doesn't think that what Jake is saying is probably you know he doesn't really see what Jake is saying as like you know like he don't think we just me and Fate, we just don't think what Jake is saying is gonna happen, with the whole you know like what he said about Samara Weaving and her character. But I mean, it's all speculation at the end of the day. Anything's possible. Like I said, I'll always say that. So yeah, we'll just have to see. We'll just have to see. But yeah, at this point, I don't know. I feel like with the Scream franchise, it's just so iconic, and I'm just so excited for Scream 6 at this point. But I there's this I forgot what else I was trying to say as well, because like um I'm trying to think, because there was still I'm sure I kind of backtracked on some of the stuff that I was trying to say, because I probably forgot about it. After a while, I kind of just go on a rant with these videos, but I forgot what I was saying. But yeah, like I forgot. But and my dogs are barking in the background, so if you guys just hear like I know you guys probably hear them all the time in the background, just these barking noises. Yeah, it's because I have puppies here, and they're just always barking and whatnot. So yeah, that's pretty much what you hear in the background. And but yeah, Samara Weaving. I mean, at the end of the day, I'm just excited to see her in this movie, regardless of what role she plays. At the end of the day, it's just whatever to me. You know, I'm excited that with the fact that she's even in this movie in the first place. So hey, that's just me though. But do I think she's gonna play in Stab, as like I said in my last video? Do I think her and Tony Rivoli are gonna play Stab characters either? I mean, me personally, I don't think so neither. I just don't see that happening. I just don't. I just don't really see that happening, to be honest. Like, I don't know. Like, it's especially because that rumor mainly started because of the whole like IMD. I don't know how to say it, but you guys, I'm sure you guys know what I'm talking about. The whole IMD Pro, like, like they literally they're the ones that posted that on their whole um character list for Scream 6, and like they had all these like character roles of the actresses and like the characters that they were gonna play, and they had them just listed, and they had Samara Weaving and Tony Rivoli as like Stab Richie and Stab Sam, and I'm just like, what? And like I said, bro, when it comes to IMD Pro, like literally anyone can just edit that and put whatever they want. So that's why it's just like, you can't trust that stuff at the end of the day, you know? And even on Google, people, you look up, sometimes because I remember for Scream 5, like searching up like um the characters that are going to be in Scream 5 and the actors and whatnot. And I saw like Emma Roberts from Scream 4 who played Jill in the Scream 5 casting, and I was like, what the heck? And like I said, bro, and like even on Google, like people can just put whatever they want, and just add whatever. So it's like, you guys got to be careful with what you see. Not everything's always true, you know. But yeah, I don't think the whole stab thing with, Samara Weaving's character and Tony Rivoli's character is gonna happen. I just don't, me personally, I don't see it happening, but that's just me though. But yeah, I think at this point I touched on everything I've wanted to talk about this time, and yeah, this is pretty much the end of this video at this point. Let me know if you guys enjoyed this video in the comments below. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know your guys' opinion on some of the things I said in this video. Like and subscribe to the channel if you are new. It helps out the channel a lot. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.